minutes. Are you ready to be a goer? Yeah. Yay! Thank you.
Here we go.
Here we go. On August 8th, we began our 2-month adventure to the Pacific Northwest. But first, we had to do so much driving. First, we had to fight the traffic and the construction. And then we came to the cornfields. We were supposed to spend our first night in a Harvest Host vineyard, so I was a little worried when at first all we saw was a steel mill across from the biggest greenhouse we had ever seen. But no worries, we soon came upon the American Winery and Brewery, where we had good beer and a restful night among the grapevines. Our first day of travel was done, and it was time for us to leave Ohio and continue our journey. We were a little worried about Chicago traffic, but most of the backups were in the opposite direction, thankfully. Not just any Culver's, but the world's largest Culver's. You can't go to Wisconsin and not get some cheese curds at Culver's. After a long day of driving, we spent the night in another Harvest Host, Pearl Street Brewery in La Crosse, Wisconsin, where we had great beer while watching a preseason Steelers game. The next morning, we crossed the Mississippi River and continued west. We stopped by the Sioux Falls in South Dakota for lunch. What a beautiful park. We needed a driving break, and there just happened to be a roadside sculpture park right off the highway. However, to get there, we had to drive through a herd of cattle. To say that this park was unique is an understatement. A few miles down the road, we came upon another statue, the Dignity of the Earth and Sky statue, which honors the culture of the Lakota and Dakota people. It was magnificent. our first night. At a Walmart. Crossing the Missouri River. We had to play the tourist and stop at Wall Drug. Wall Drug has been a roadside attraction since the 1930s, first becoming famous for offering free ice water to thirsty travelers. Now it has grown into a full-fledged tourist trap. Oh wow, that one was close. So what's happening, Brian?
It's raining.
Where are
We have
we?
a storm. We're at the top of the mountain being an electric rod, lightning rod.
Yeah, pretty much. The trailer's starting to shake a little bit. It hit. Giddis is like hiding if he can.
I'm gonna get blown down the cliff.
Our first true stop on our adventure was at the Wall boondocking site, just a couple of miles from the Badlands National Park. It was a bit of an adventure. Wow. We thought it was done, and then this. Wow, this is really scary. But after every storm, there comes a rainbow, and the land was truly breathtaking. My goal in the Badlands had been to see wildlife, and it did not disappoint. The weather was a bit unusual for the normally sunny and dry area, but the fog and rain just gave another dimension to the otherworldly landscape. We were in the Badlands right after Sturgis Bike Week, so we did see a fair number of motorcycles. After hiking and sightseeing, it was time to hit the road for our next adventure. Custer State Park, here we come.